Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's topic is consumer's equilibrium in case of one commodity. I will write consumer's equilibrium in case of one commodity. Which pertains to 12th class. Consumer's equilibrium refers to a situation where our consumer tries to maximize his total satisfaction. I will write a consumer is said to be in equilibrium when given his income and market prices. Given his income and market prices, he plans his expenditure in such a manner that he maximizes he plans his expenditure in such a manner that he maximizes his total satisfaction. What is important here? The important attributes or things or factors are the income of the consumer, second, the market prices. He has to make an allocation or a system whereby he plans his expenditure in such a manner that he maximizes. This word maximizes is very important, his total satisfaction. So we mean by this that when his total satisfaction is maximized, when the total satisfaction of the consumer is maximized, what it is consumer's equilibrium. Since today we will discuss consumer's equilibrium in case of one commodity, we have consumer's equilibrium in case of two commodities also. This two commodity equilibrium will be discussed in the next class. This consumer's equilibrium is basically based on two fundamental laws of economics. One is law of diminishing marginal utility. I will write law of diminishing marginal utility and law of equimarginal utility. Consumer's equilibrium is directly dependent or directly depends on two laws, viz. Law of diminishing marginal utility and law of equimarginal utility. There is another name for these two laws. This is famous law of psychological consumption. This law of diminishing marginal utility is also known with the name of law of psychological consumption. And this law is also known as law of substitution. Law of substitution takes place when we have two commodity case. Law of substitution takes place when we deal with consumer's equilibrium in case of two commodities. Now we will proceed further. I will repeat, consumer's equilibrium refers to a situation of total maximization of satisfaction of the consumer. If we write a consumer is said to be in equilibrium when given his income and market prices, he plans his expenditure in such a manner that he maximizes his total satisfaction. This law is basically based on law of diminishing marginal utility and law of equimarginal utility. These two laws have two separate names too. This is law of psychological consumption, and this law of equimarginal utility refers to law of substitution, and law of substitution applies in two commodity case. In case of one commodity, the consumer's equilibrium depends on three factors. In case of one commodity, I will repeat, in case of one commodity, consumer's equilibrium, the consumer's equilibrium depends on three factors. Number one, price of the commodity. Number two, marginal utility of the commodity. And number three, marginal utility of money. I will repeat. Consumer's equilibrium in case of one commodity has three factors. This consumer's equilibrium is governed by three systems, three factors. These three factors are price of the commodity, second marginal utility of the commodity, and third, the important one, the marginal utility of money. Now, price of the commodity is very easy to understand. Marginal utility of the commodity, this too has been discussed in our later class. Today we will see what is this marginal utility of money. This is to be seen what it refers to. Now we will see what is marginal utility of money. Marginal utility of money refers to the worth of a rupee to the consumer. Marginal utility of money refers to the worth of a rupee to the consumer. This marginal utility of money, as we know, refers to the worth of a rupee to the consumer. This marginal utility of money is to be taken as constant. Marginal utility of money is to be taken as constant. Simply because it is a measuring rod. I will write simply because it is a measuring rod for a rupee worth of satisfaction. Now what is marginal utility of money? आप समझे marginal utility of money जो है it refers to the worth of a rupee to the consumer. What we have to do? We have to take marginal utility of money जो marginal utility of money is to be taken as constant simply because it is a measuring rod for a rupee worth of satisfaction. कितना satisfaction दे रहा है जब ये खर्च कर रहा है कोई consumer. तो let us further proceed. हम सपोज करते हैं, हम एक एजप्शन लेते हैं कि जो मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी ऑफ मनी है, लेट मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी ऑफ मनी फॉर द कंज्यूमर is equal to 4 utils. ये हम एज्यूम कर रहे हैं। जो मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी ऑफ मनी है कंज्यूमर के लिए, इट इज जस्ट इक्वल टू 4 यूटिलिटीज. Utilities, as we know, is the sign of utility. The expected utility the consumer receives, worth of satisfaction. The expected utility that our consumer receives while he spends ₹1 on the consumption of a commodity. This is the expected utility that our consumer receives when he spends ₹1 for the consumption of a particular commodity. Just ₹1 के लिए what he receives is the 4 utilities. Now further आगे जाने के लिए हमने एक शेड्यूल बनाना है मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी का. Let X be the commodity. Let X be the commodity the consumer intends to buy. As I said earlier, there are 3 factors. Number 1, price of the commodity, marginal utility of the commodity, and marginal utility of money. Now we will say that X is the commodity our consumer intends to buy in a market. Further, let PX be the price of the commodity. Let PX be the price of the commodity that our consumer intends to buy. This is X, name of the commodity, and PX is the price of the commodity that our consumer intends to buy from the market. Accordingly, we will prepare a marginal utility schedule. And marginal utility schedule for commodity X will be as follows. First column will be of units of commodity X. The second column will be of marginal utility of commodity X. Symbolically, this marginal utility of commodity will be written in such a fashion: marginal utility of commodity X, MUX. और अगर हम आगे यूटिलिटीज लिखेंगे तो ज्यादा ठीक रहेगा. यूटिलिटीज, UTILs. Whenever consumer consumes first unit of commodity X, I will write, whenever consumer consumes first unit of commodity X, marginal utility of commodity X to our consumer is 20 utilities. It is supposition. When he goes to second unit of the commodity X, marginal utility as per law of diminishing marginal utility we have seen goes on diminishing. Let it be 18. When our consumer consumes third unit of commodity X, marginal utility will further diminish. Let us suppose that it goes to 16 utiles. When our consumer consumes fourth unit of commodity X, this marginal utility of commodity X for the consumer will again diminish, and it will suppose take a place of 10 utiles. When he goes to the fifth unit of commodity X, this marginal utility as per its derivation, this will now be 0. If our consumer further consumes the sixth unit of commodity X after 0, this has to go to the negative level. Let us suppose it goes to 5, minus 5 utiles. This utility schedule can now be termed in terms of marginal utility in terms of rupees. We have to make another schedule out of this schedule. हमें इस शेड्यूल के तहत एक और शेड्यूल बनाना है. उस शेड्यूल में हम देखेंगे कि मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी ऑफ जो कमोडिटी एक्स की है वो किस हद तक जाती है. आई विल रब इट. The marginal utility schedule will now be converted into marginal utility of X into rupees. I will write conversion of marginal utility of commodity X into rupees. I will write unit of commodity X marginal utility of commodity X utiles, and third column will be marginal utility in terms of rupees when 4 utiles is equal to rupee 1. हम वही कॉलम वही टेबल दोहराएंगे. We will repeat the system 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again we will write the marginal utility here 20, 18, 16, 10, 0, minus 5. Now we will go to this term marginal utility in terms of rupees when 4 utiles being equal to rupee 1. What we will do, 20 will be divided by 4 and we will get 5. 18 now will be divided by 4, we will get 4.5. When we will divide 16 by 4, this will now be equal to 4. When 10 is divided by 4, this will now be equal to 2.5. when 0 is divided by 4, this will now be equal to 0, and when minus 5 is divided by 4, this will be equal to minus 1.25. This 5, this 4.5, this 4, 2.5, 0 and minus 1.25 is marginal utility in terms of rupees, when 4 utils being equal to rupee 1. Now let us proceed step by step. Will our consumer buy first unit of commodity X? We will say yes, because he has a surplus here. So he will prefer this combination. Should our consumer buy second unit of commodity X? We will say yes, because 18 when divided by 4 is equal to 4.5. He too has a surplus here. Now, when and where his utility is maximized, is balanced, it is the case when he buys third unit. It is 16 divided by 4 is just equal to 4. What he spends, what he receives are balanced. This receipt and payments are balanced. So 4 is the level where the two sides are balanced. पेमेंट साइड और जो मतलब रिसीव कर रहा है ये सेटिस्फेक्शन, ये दो जो हैं ये इस वक्त बराबर हो रहे हैं. यहाँ पे ज्यादा था, यहाँ पे भी ज्यादा था. अब अगर हम नीचे जाएंगे तो व्हाट ही पेज 4 यूटिल्स, बट व्हाट ही रिसीव्स 2.5. ये इसके लिए सही नहीं होगा. और फिफ्थ जो होगा, अगर ये फिफ्थ पे जाता है तो व्हाट ही पेज 4 ही रिसीव्स 0. तो ये इस कंज्यूमर के लिए जो कंज्यूमर मतलब कॉन्शियस होगा वो ये सिचुएशन प्रेफर नहीं करेगा, क्योंकि लॉ ऑफ डिमिनिशिंग मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी जो है वो स्टेट करती है कि दैट एज वी कंज्यूम मोर एंड मोर यूनिट्स ऑफ ए कमोडिटी, द मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी diminishes with every additional consumption. With every additional consumption, what happens to our marginal utility? It tends to diminish. It is familiar that it is a well-known saying that familiarity breeds contempt. Familiarity breeds contempt. The more we have of a commodity, the less we want to have more of it. This mathematical illustration will now be discussed graphically. We have to take the assistance of the graph, where we will see the consumer surplus, consumer's equilibrium. In first case, what he pays is less than what he gets. In combination first, what he pays is less than what he gets. In second combination, what he pays is less than what he gets. In third case, when he consumes third unit of commodity X, what he pays is equal to what he gets. If we go to fourth, what he pays is greater than what he gets. So is the case with fifth combination and sixth combination. Now symbolically we will write the equation. Symbolically we will write an equation which shows that our consumer is in equilibrium. This is marginal utility of X over price of X is equal to marginal utility of money. This is the symbolic illustration of consumer's equilibrium in case of one commodity. In first, what he pays is less than what he gets. In third, what he pays is equal to what he gets. In fourth, what he pays is greater than what he gets. So there should be this left hand side should be equal to the right hand side. LHS should be equal to RHS, and it is only balanced at the third stage, at the third combination, where the payment is what he pays, what he gets, this utility and payments are balanced, and this is the state. This is the stage, or symbolically, if we have to write this equation, this system in an equation, we will write the equation that marginal utility of X over price of X should be equal to marginal utility of money, which we have seen that if 16 is divided by 4, this is now equal to 4, and 4 and 4 are balanced. This is the consumer's equilibrium in case of one commodity mathematically, and graphically it will be shown separately. This is the graph. This is the consumption side, consumption of commodity X. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. On x-axis we measure consumption of commodity X. On y-axis we are measuring marginal utility. I will write marginal utility. This Px is a line that shows the price of the commodity X, and this is marginal utility of X in terms of rupees. This is triangle ABC. This portion above the price line, triangle ABC, refers to the consumer surplus. the portion above the price line Px, that is area A, B, C, is now the consumer surplus. The consumer is gaining when he spends rupee 1 being equal to 4 retailers. This is the constant level. C is the balance between what he pays and what he actually gets. Thanks for today. This is consumer's equilibrium in case of one commodity. And formula for this, symbolically we will write this: marginal utility of X over price of X is equal to marginal utility of money. This is the equation. If this equation is struck, where this is struck, this is the consumer's equilibrium, and this position is struck at point C, where all these things are balanced. Thanks for today. बस है.